I've had a request about my tension wrenches that I use. Mine are either made out of windshield wiper blades, which I cut off to the right size and length that I want. Then I will shape them into the size of the tension wrench that I'm going to be using. I have a large selection of tension wrenches. I probably have 100 different tension wrenches. Some of them made out of the thicker portion of the windshield wiper blade, like this. Then there's a lot of the locks that I use top of the keyway, and I make those out of piano wire, like this. I cut it into the length that I want. This is in a 3-foot length, but I cut it into pieces like this to start with. Then I will bend the end over and flatten it on an anvil to the shape that I want, or close to the shape, and I'll test it in the lock. Then I will either grind it down a little bit or file it down to where it fits the lock properly, like a lock of this nature. Then I have one that I'll pick up and it'll fit in this lock fairly tight. So I have different types of tension wrenches for my top of keyway, and even for the bottom of the keyway. And if I want to test a lock, I'll use something of this nature and just hang me a washer or key or something on it to pick it, to see how much tension it will actually take to set a pin. And this is made out of piano wire also. And I do have some stainless steel rod that is quite a bit larger, that I'll make a larger tension wrench with the same way. These work fine for me. I don't have near the slipping that other people have on their locks. Unless I pick up the wrong tension wrench, then of course it want to slip, like where they're worn keyway like this. Then I will have to go to a larger tension wrench of this type here to work. And if I have to make another tension wrench for a certain lock, then I'll make the tension wrench. But all my tension wrenches are just handmade by myself. I don't really buy any tension wrenches. Just like all my picks, I make the picks that I want in the shape that I want, that fits my hand better and works better for me. And they're different lengths and bends and shapes on the tension wrenches, like this. And even like the Bogotas look-alike, it works pretty good. And then this on my picks, but I very seldom ever use these picks. I usually use the picks just for single pin picking, but I do have those in case I just want to experiment with them or play with them. But I have a whole range of different kind of picks, and some of them are shaped a little bit weird, but they work on certain locks. Then I have these that are real thin for my locks where they have a real close keyway. But as far as the tension wrenches are concerned, I make all of them out of this piano wire mostly. And like I say, some of them are made out of this stainless steel rod. And I just flatten them down and bend them and shape them the way I want them shaped. And as long as they work for me, I'm happy. I'm satisfied. And about the only place I use these wrenches mostly are for the padlocks on some of the padlocks. Occasionally on a mortise cylinder lock or rim cylinder lock or a KIK lock, but not very often. So that is about the lineup of my tension wrenches. And I just, like I say, I just bend them over and flatten them up, down and round them off a little bit to where that they work for me. And I make them in different lengths and different shapes. And sometimes I'll make one a little bit long like this to where if I want to make put another end on it, that I can put the end on it and shape it a little bit different on the end. Like this one has two ends on it to where I can use it in in different locks. Alright, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much for the time. Please do not do anything illegal. Please stay out of trouble. And please have a nice day. And thank you again.